Clerk Yvonne Horton of 12/8/20. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, let's see here. So let me make sure I'm doing this right. Any persons wishing to make public comments by telephone can participate by dialing in this number, 888-251-2949 or 215-861-0694. And the code for today, December 8th, is 8481378. There was no closed session. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
A quorum is present for City Council, successor agency, and housing authority members.
Any persons wishing to address City Council, successor agency, housing authority on any item on today's agendas may do so at this time. Operator, are there any callers?
We have two people.
All right, go with the first one.
Your line is unmuted. Please go ahead.
Go ahead to the next caller, operator. Operator.
Your line is unmuted. Please go ahead.
Okay, operator, are they still on the line?
They are.
They're just not talking?
Callers, please make sure your devices are not set on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So those of us who couldn't go to the Halloween Spooktacular would like to see photos and videos of the event, especially since the lighting bill is almost $10,000. In addition, we got late notice of, I guess, your special meeting today. And also you have not allowed, again, ample time for public comment. We have to pick and choose which agenda item that we're going to respond to. 3 minutes for all the agenda items is not enough time. I believe it may be something for the Brown Act that you have to let us comment on every item. You have to make it available for us to comment on every item. This has not been done for ages, and the request has been made practically every single meeting. So we need, just like you.
Caller, please go ahead. Your line is unmuted.
Did you hear anything that I said before? About the Halloween Spooktacular?
Yes, we've heard a lot of it. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, but I don't know what you heard, so I have to say it again. So Halloween Spooktacular, we'd like to see videos and pictures, since its costing is about $10,000 for the lighting alone. In addition, we didn't get enough notice on the housing item that's on the special meeting suddenly. And then also, we need ample time to comment on each and every item, just like you vote on each and every item. We do not have, I think it's a Brown Act violation for you not to let us a comment on, you do public comment on each item on the agenda. You keep lumping them together and giving us only 3 minutes where we have to pick and choose, which means it's maximum 10 seconds per item, or you can only do one item. And you've cut us off many times when we still have comments about items on the agenda. That is not appropriate. Please allow, and I'm asking you, please allow the appropriate time per agenda item and let us comment on them separately. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kraft. Are there any other callers, operator?
Stop with the naming me. It's just really ridiculous. Really rude.
Operator, are there any other callers? Operator?
There are currently no other callers in the queue.
Thank you, operator. Item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Move allow payment of the bills.
Second. Madam Clerk.
Council members, successor agency and housing authority members. Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Buds.
Aye. Consent calendar items 2 through 9.
So move. Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. DR1.
Staff report recommending approval of the authority to execute the third amendment to billboard lease agreement number 16-35 with WOW Media, Inc.
Move approval.
Second. Madam Clerk.
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. DR2.
Staff report recommending approval of funding agreement number 92000000MM550209 with the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority to award funding for the Prairie Avenue Dynamic Lane Control System project.
Move items 1 to 3.
Second. Madam Clerk.
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. SPH1.
Staff report requesting that a public hearing be set to consider an ordinance amending Chapter 11 of the Inglewood Municipal Code to create and expedite streamlined permitting process for electric vehicle charging stations as required by law.
Set the public hearing for January 12, 2021 at 2 p.m. 01.
Staff report recommending adoption of an ordinance number 2103, amending Inglewood Municipal Code, Chapter 12, including Zone Code Amendment 2020-003, to modify self-storage facilities regulation citywide.
Motion to wait further reading?
Second.
Move adoption.
Council,
Well, we have to do the motion first.
council members,
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No. We'll do the motion. We wait further reading.
Yes.
You have a first and second. So.
Yes. Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. Move adoption.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members Dodson.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Franklin.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. A1. And do we have to open the special, Ken?
Yes, we'll have to open it special. That would be after this.
Okay. All right.
But as to A1, Mayor, there was no closed session item, so no discussion held. As to A2, there's no report from the city attorney's office.
CM1.
Mayor, I'd just like to ask, is this the time to make any comments regarding Councilmember Franklin's farewell, or do we do that
No,
later?
We do that at the end.
Okay, all right.
All right.
No further comments.
All right. CC1.
I do have some remarks, but can I wait till later?
You sure can.
Okay, thank you.
You sure can.
Well, we have CC1.
Mayor,
Hold on.
are we
Yeah.
gonna do the DR3 now or later?
Hold on a second. So CC1 is the staff report recommending
Oh,
adoption
yes.
of resolution.
Okay, thank you. Staff report recommending adoption of a resolution reciting the facts of the general municipal election held on November 3rd, 2020, declaring the results of other matters as required by law.
Move adoption.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Council members: Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
With reluctance, aye.
Mayor Budd.
Aye.
Thank
And
you.
and now he gets funny at the end. He waits all this time.
How long were you saving it?
17 plus years.
So we'll have CC2, we'll hold for the end of the meeting. There are no appointments to boards and commissions. Public comment, any persons wish to address the council on any matter concerning city business not elsewhere considered may do so at this time for 1 minute. Operator,
Yes,
are there any callers?
you have one in the line.
Okay, go ahead.
Your line is unmuted. Please go ahead.
Mayor Buck, if you can call my name out in a council meeting, which has been noted by me and others that it's harassment and intimidation and an attempt to silence me, and it's clear that you do not respect citizens' wishes or their rights. You can respond to my phone calls, emails, and set meetings. You, Artie Field, Alex Padilla, and anybody else who has required me to send them emails, and they have not responded to them, they have not discussed them, the ongoing continued problems and violations that are causing problems with my physical and personal safety, my property safety, amongst other things. You guys have chosen to ignore me, and you're violating that civil right there. You're violating the fact you're not doing your job. Because I am a citizen, I'm a tax-paying citizen, and you've chosen to ignore me. This is repetitive. This has been going on for years. You need to respond, and you need to address and directly resolve every single thing and have meetings with me to get this done and taken care of, instead of vilifying me in the city and making sure that I'm slandered and harmed in a variety of ways. How dare you? You need to get it together. You guys need to do better. Seriously.
Are there any more callers? Operator?
Yes, we're going to move on to the next caller.
Yeah.
Caller, please go ahead. Caller has disconnected the call.
Disconnected call. Okay, are there any other callers? Operator?
No, we do not have any callers on the line.
Okay, with that, it's mayor and council members' remarks. Yo. So, do we have to close, can we leave this meeting open and open the special, Ken?
It's better to finish the one we're doing.
Okay.
Do the special after.
Okay. So, we're going to have remarks and presentations for the city clerk and councilman for District 4. And so first, it's our distinct pleasure to recognize Yvonne Horton for her outstanding service as city clerk of the city of Inglewood. We commend you on over 17 years of public service and hands-on participation in the legislative process. Your contributions and dedication to the city of Inglewood are appreciated and respected. Your relentless quest to educate our youth and residents on the importance of voting is a lesson that will permeate throughout generations. It is the genuine contributions you have given and the selfless acts of service to empower the members of the Inglewood community that will continue to strengthen the foundation for future professionals, businessmen and women, civil servants, entrepreneurs, and future city clerks to build upon. May your future allow you to reap the many seeds you have sown to ensure the city of Inglewood remains the jewel of the South Bay. And may you have continued success in all your future endeavors. Now therefore be it known that the mayor and council members of the city of Inglewood, California, do hereby commend, honor, and thank the Honorable Yvonne Horton for her dedication as the city clerk. Now, at this time, any members of the audience that want to give comments can come up to the podium and make their presentation. Okay.
To our mayor and council, I would be remiss if I didn't stand to say that it has been a privilege and honor to serve as your deputy for the last 6 years, but then to serve with you for the last 18 years. It has been a tremendous learning lesson. You have taught me a lot. I thank you for the opportunity. I know that your endeavors will be great, and I'm looking forward to continuing the friendship and continuing the love. Thank you, Mrs. Horton, for everything. I appreciate you, and I wish you nothing but the best and much success. Thank you.
Okay, so with that, we go ahead, next.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. I just wanted to come and, on behalf of Chief Ronarada and the Police Department, give Councilman Franklin a little gift of goodbye.
Oh,
And, you know, you want to bring that?
Thank you. Just don't touch him. A fist bump.
City Clerk.
I love City Clerk. Thank you so much for all that you've done for the city and for me and, you know, and your husband. I enjoyed being around your husband and traveling with him a lot. So I appreciate you and all the things you've done for us and for the city. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, so if there are no more public comments, then we'll go around the council. Start with Mr. Fields. Do you have anything?
For both, or?
For, well,
How are we doing?
if your thing is for both,
right.
we'll do it at the end. Councilman Dodson, did you have any comments
For
for the
Mrs. Horton.
clerk?
Yes, I do.
For Yvonne?
Yes. I want to congratulate you for being able to stay in this position for 17, 18 years. I can remember when I was still serving on the planning commission that you were here and doing your job. I've got to be grateful for you because you walked me through a few elections before I got here. So I know that you will be great in whatever you do next. Be safe, make sure you kiss them grandkids, and have a great time.
Councilman Padilla?
Thank you, Mayor. And Yvonne, you know, words couldn't express the gratitude and the appreciation that I have for you, everything that you've done, not only as the city clerk, but involved in our community, being a resident here in Inglewood, and more specifically in District 2. I've had the pleasure of working together with you and with your husband, Jerome. And, you know, I got to tell you, you guys are a beautiful family. And so I know that now you're going to move on to the next journey in your life. And you will enjoy being a mother, but more importantly, a grandmother. And so go get them, go enjoy it, continue to live life. And as we say, continue to live la vida loca. Enjoy yourself.
Councilman Franklin?
Yes, my sister from another mother. We go back many years on how many times we have met with each other, had challenges, and we was able to discuss it as big brother, big sister, about issues of how we handle certain things in the city. I will miss those experiences, but more importantly, for all of us, we grew together. And ironically enough, we started together, and now we're leaving together. And so, on that note, we both know we're looking forward to our grandchildren and find out what the life of leisure is really all about. God be with you always, and take care of yourself. Thank you.
Councilman Morales, District 3.
We're friends, you know, first. And, you know, when I met you, I was working for your husband, Jerome, and learning so much at the beginning of everything. That's when we met Aisha. The thing about it is that so much we've done where we grew in this business, but we knew each other as people. So when we first came in and you came in, it was crazy here, if I could use that word. It was out there where real significant and aggressive politics, and it was something that, because I knew you as a person, I knew what you were going through when we were first going through it, as well as myself. You saw me going through a lot of it, and so that doesn't define your time here. That's the beauty of our experience, right? You have gone through so much, gone through so many elections, this and that, and there are so many times during the difficult times where you could have left. We had plenty of conversations where everybody, it crosses your mind, right? Like, I'm giving this thing up, it's too crazy. But you didn't, and I congratulate you, because you're leaving at a time where we have made such improvement. We have grown both as professionals and as a city. So you take that with you, and I'm just proud of your journey. I hope you enjoy it going forward. I hope you look back and see it as such a positive experience from day one. I'm gonna miss you, and I wish you well, and enjoy your family, beautiful family. So we love you here.
Thank you.
It's funny, I just got a news alert. The Supreme Court refused to stop Pennsylvania from certifying the election results that resulted in Joe Biden's victory in that state. And I just find that so ironic, because the first time I met Yvonne, she kicked me off the ballot.
Man, I wish I would have remembered that during my comments.
So she was not my friend.
That's funny, man.
It wasn't funny at the time. But let me tell you something. This is a woman of extreme integrity. She's just a fixture in city government. And over the years, we definitely got to be great friends. And I saw one of those pictures there. You look like you were like 18 years old. I mean,
Still does.
and now you look better.
Clean that up.
And so I just want to tell you, we are definitely going to miss you. You've left us in good hands, but we will miss you. And thank you for all the years of service, for all the collaboration, and all the parts that you have played in this journey that has led to the resurrection of Inglewood. Thank you very much. Now it's your turn to talk.
Okay, my turn, okay. My eyes are a little watery. I can hardly see what I wrote. First, I would like to give honor to God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me here and having the opportunity to work with all of you. This has been truly a journey that I will not forget. I want to thank the voters who trusted me to do this job. And I want to thank staff who really works very hard. I have been truly blessed to be able to work with these lovely ladies. And I have been truly blessed to work with all of you. It has been a pleasure working with the entire Inglewood family. And now for the council, mayor and city council, I want to thank you for the many years we have worked together. I want to commend you guys for working together as a team to move this city forward. Each of you are special people with unique skills, talents, and passion that has contributed to collective success. I will miss you individually and collectively, and I will miss all the employees at Inglewood. You guys are some wonderful people. You have great staff, great people that work here. And one thing I want to leave you with, because I could say this now. Don't let those people that call up here drive you all crazy. That's ridiculous. You guys work really hard, and you're not gonna be able to please everybody. You know, you're not gonna walk down the street right. Your tennis shoe isn't tied right. Something they'll find that's not right. Instead of finding the good, which really is way better than anything that they can come up with. There's a lot of good. God bless all of you, and I pray that everybody stays healthy and safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Big hand. Now we move on to Councilman Franklin.
Here we go.
Special commendations presented to Ralph L. Franklin, Councilman, District 4. Whereas one of the most important contributions to a community is the selfless act of service, and whereas serving in the role as an elected official, making oneself responsible for the public interest and upholding the trust of the constituents by tending to their needs is often a thankless and underappreciated assignment. Let me repeat that. Is often a thankless and underappreciated assignment. Sure. And whereas Ralph L. Franklin embarked on his calling to represent the Inglewood constituents of the 4th District on September 16, 2003, and whereas during his 4 terms of office, Councilman Franklin represented and served the residents of the 4th District and the city of Inglewood with professionalism, integrity, humility, and compassion, while being an integral part of transforming the city of Inglewood into a national sports and entertainment venue. And whereas Councilman Franklin was an active council member serving on various committees, including the South Bay City's Council of Governments, the California Cities Gaming Authority, and pioneering the District 4 toy and food drives within the city. And whereas Councilman Franklin, known for his attention to detail and thoroughness when handling city business, is to be honored, commended, and thanked for the genuine offerings he bestowed on the city of Inglewood and the veracity in which he accomplished his missions. Now, therefore, be it known that the mayor and council members, City Hall family, and the city of Inglewood residents do hereby salute, commend, and thank the Honorable Ralph L. Franklin, council member, District 4, for 17-plus years of exceptional service. Thank you for serving as the ultimate team member in helping move this city to heights never imagined. May your next chapter be as blessed and fulfilling as you have blessed this beautiful city of Inglewood, presented this 8th day of December, 2020.
Wow, that's nice.
This is the point where anyone in the audience that has comments is welcome to come forward and present them. Okay, with that, we'll go to, but you can't be shy. You're a council person now. You got to jump right up.
Council members and Mayor Buds, I just want to say I'm a longtime resident of District 4, incoming city council member-elect Dion Falk, and I just want to congratulate and thank you for your hard work and determination in District 4. You've been such an amazing council member for 18 years. I appreciate your leadership, and I cannot fill your shoes, but I look forward to being as good in my own way as Dion Falk in the District 4. So I appreciate you, and I wish you well in your retirement.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Yvonne.
Councilman,
I want my lemon drops.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. You have done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I know you read that book from beginning to end. And you've done that for your whole time. And if something's not right, you come, I need to see the city clerk. This isn't right. This needs to be right. And, you know, it will be hard shoes to fill. I know that Dion will do a good job, but I know the work that you've done. And I know that you've done a great job. And I know you can leave and retire and feel good about yourself because you did a good job. I was on the phone the other day, and you were getting all these accolades, and I was like, wait a minute, he's not the only one leaving. But I just want to wish you the best.
Thank you.
God bless you and your family, and enjoy your retirement. And don't be surprised one day if I might pop up with the bottle and the lemon drops.
Touche. Thank you so much.
Okay, with that, Councilman Dodson.
How do you say happy retirement to a friend that you made on the council? Councilman Frank, I want to congratulate you for your wonderful time on this council and as a part of this team that we have put together. As I always say, teamwork makes the dream work. And you have made this dream work.
You do always say
with
that.
all of this. So I want to wish you every endeavor, everything that you decide to do, that you will be a success after this. And I know that you will put your best foot forward as you always do. The one thing that I know you will enjoy, the two things I know you will enjoy, is gardening and the grandkids.
There you go.
So,
That's right.
enjoy, my brother. Take good care of yourself and the family.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Councilman Padilla.
Great, thank you, Mayor. So I gotta tell you guys, before, when I was gonna run, or was running for city council, you gotta get endorsements, and you really wanna get the endorsements of the sitting council members, and
Tell the story.
man, this guy, he says, well, if you wanna meet with me, you gotta drive and meet me all the way down here at
43rd.
somewhere way in downtown LA on a Friday at a Jack in the Box. I'm thinking we're gonna go somewhere, we're at a Jack in the Box on a Friday night, bumper to bumper traffic. I'm late. And I walk in and this guy starts trying to chew me out. Da-da-da-da, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you do? And talk about getting, drilled, can you stand on your own 2 feet? Are you gonna be able to make your own decisions? Are you gonna, I'm like going, man, this guy is one son of a gun. I'm thinking, man, I don't know how I'm gonna, if I get elected, I don't know how I'm gonna work with this guy. So then you fast forward. I get elected, and Ralphie has turned out to be a tremendous, tremendous friend and colleague, but more important than that, he's family. And nothing but respect for Ralph. I call him Ralphie. He serves, he's there all the time, and if you want to look for him, he's like the mayor, they're always here. And I gotta tell you, Ralphie does gardening, and he grows these really hot chilies. I love hot chilies. So he comes in always to give me the scorpions or these other ones, and a couple of times he's knocked me out, with those chilies, but we've had a lot of fun. And, we call him the Scout, the Boy Scout, because, he's so, on point. And, I keep telling him, he's trying to get me to be be more involved with the South Bay COG. And I keep telling him he's gonna stay and represent us, and, because they're gonna miss him. And so I don't want them to miss him, so he's gonna stay and serve on the COG forever. But I also want to thank Claudette, his right-hand person. Each one of us have an assistant. And, Miss Claudette, thank you. You've been tremendous. I know I reached out to you several times, and you're always, boom, you got it. You are professional to a fault. You're so good. And then I want to say to Juanita, you know, Ralph's better half, who's sitting out here in the audience, Mrs. Franklin, thank you for sharing Ralphie with us for so many years. Thank you for, you know, putting up with us for all those years as well. And I know when he goes home, he probably does a lot of trash talking about what we do and stuff, you know, but I gotta tell you, you guys have again, a beautiful family. I know that Ralph wants to go and enjoy the grandkids. He loves them to death, and when he brings them here, we get an opportunity to meet them. So Ralphie, enjoy your retirement, your second retirement. Continue to live life to the fullest as you've always done, with no regrets. And thank you for being more than a friend, being familia. May God continue to bless you and your family for many more years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Morales,
Thank you.
the Dean.
So Ralphie, brother Ralphie, I personally can't believe you're leaving. We came in together. I thought we would leave together, but you're old, so. Bottom line is, you know, you do work hard, but things that stand out are a few things. First of all, when we came in, man, it was a madhouse here, we both know. It was crazy, and we got thrown into one of the biggest elections in the past 20 years, and that was the Walmart election. And I'll never forget, you know, walking with you and you kind of teaching me that part, because you came from a union background and you were telling me what this means and everything else, and how, you know, we were getting beat up for being on the opposite side of Walmart. But I want you to know, looking back on it, because we both won, they didn't build it there. And that turned into what we have today, because if they would have built it, you know, we wouldn't have what we have today. So those are things that happened, you know, God did that. And we were just instruments, but we did it together. And for those folks who aren't elected, it's difficult to understand that politics is a team sport. It just is. And you get really one chance to pick your team. And, you know, I'm very glad you've always been on my team, Ralphie. I take pride in that. You know, you build trust over the years in this business, and it helps you move forward. I know you trust me because you went to Mexico with me in your sister city.
Yeah.
And you didn't go to like a big city. You didn't go to a big city. You went to a small town. And you know, that's where I found out you don't like hot sauce. But you were a trooper. You ate the first meal pretty good, the first we had there. So that was fun to watch you do that. You know, the thing about it is that there are a lot of things that stand out. You know, the Boy Scout thing, you know, I kept telling you, you gotta wear your Boy Scout uniform with the little shorts at least once. We can bring you in and take pictures, but you never did that, so I'm hoping you come back and do a Boy Scout thing for us. And in the end, you know, this business takes strength. It takes strength because you're constantly getting beat up, you're constantly getting questioned, and you belong to a very tough district. You have very strong residents, and you persevered, and you stayed strong within it. I give you a lot of credit for that. Of course, Mrs. Franklin gets a lot of credit because, you know, without that, without the backing at home, if it's not good at home, it's not going to be good here. So I know you have that, and I thank you, Ms. Franklin, for letting us in when you did. You know, you traveled with us as well, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. But the one thing that stands out when I think of you, Ralphie, as a colleague, is the fact that, see, when Ralph is with you, he's with you.
And when he's against you?
And when he's against you, he's against you. But that means something. And Ralphie, I'm glad you were always with me. And I thank you and I congratulate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Councilmember, on behalf of the executive team, I want to congratulate you on your retirement as District 4 council member. You have seen many changes in the city during your 17-year career, some bad and some good, but what's most important is that you get to retire with so many accomplishments behind you. You have been a true voice for your constituents and a fierce advocate for their best interest. I'm sure many will agree that District 4 and the city of Inglewood as a whole is a better place to live for all due to your tenure as council member. During my time here, you have made me a better city manager. You provided me with the tough love and made sure that I dotted all I's and crossed all T's. I will be forever grateful for your support, and I look forward to our continued friendship upon your retirement. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, Ralph.
I'm like Yvonne, so I'm waiting on it. Go ahead and lay it on me.
Okay, Juanita, you know everything I'm gonna say is to be the truth, because you live with it. Now, Eloy said, when he's with you, he's with you. I can tell you with authority, when he's against you, he's against you. I remember when I was negotiating with the Raiders back in 2012 to buy that parcel that the Rams ended up buying. And the Wave called, and nobody talked to him but Ralph. And what did Ralph say?
No.
We don't want that white elephant here. That's right. And I came over to his office, and I said, Ralph, what's wrong with you? I said, this is the future, entertainment. And we got through that one, and then when we got to the Rams, he's all there. What was the other big thing?
It had to be when you was trying to get in office.
Oh, no. Well, you ran against me in office. That's definitely forgivable.
No, I'm talking about when you was running and I was
and you,
chair.
Oh, he was one of the votes to vote me off the ballot. So it was a family thing back then, okay? It was the biggest council meeting in the history of the city. I had my supporters in here. You had other candidate supporters in here. And then you had Eloy and Ralph were here at the time. And they all voted me off the ballot, okay? So there's another one.
Wait a minute. Hey, I just want to point out, that day, Ralph was with me that day too.
Well, I was Mayor Pro Tem.
That's when me and Ralph were together.
And then the last big thing was on who we're gonna pick to be the chief of police. And he was definitely for another candidate, but when it came time to vote, he voted with us, and we picked the best police chief in the history of that police department, Mark Farnrada. And I know that with authority because I spent 19 years there. And I would tell you that we need Ralph because he's the guy that would go through all the staff reports and pick them apart for commas, grammar, dates. He's like an institution. This guy in his office, he's got every piece of paper that was generated in the 17 years that he's been here, okay? It was a fire hazard. The guy is dedicated, and I'll tell you, he brings a blend to the council that we will surely miss. And as Dion said, you can't be replaced. You cannot be replaced, thank goodness. But
is this a roasting or what?
But there's a love for you, all right? You're unique, and we love everything unique about you. So congratulations on retirement. I have something for you that is ceremonial, and Yvonne, yours is being made.
Okay.
And this is
All right. I like that.
Wow, that's really cool. You got your own street. I love it.
Oh, no.
Okay, and so, okay, we're gonna say your remarks, but no, because it's a special, there's no TV.
Oh, okay, then.
Okay, so now we're gonna hear from Councilman Franklin.
If I still have a voice, and since I am Franklin Way, I'll get it my way. But I always said, to whom much is given, much is required. And that I take my job, as you know, very seriously. Particularly when I had the town hall meetings, I would always say, with knowledge, there's power. And I wanted to make sure the residents had the information that we had current, that was going on in the district and going on in the city. I also wanted to identify that character counts, because over time, I was amazed on how many people would watch me to see if I would stumble or be inconsistent. But because of my consistency, I was able to earn the respect and be called the representative for District 4. And so I thank all of the block club captains, as one of the plaques, trophies I have in front of me, the many contributions that I've received, the many letters and emails and acknowledgement to me that I made a difference in their life, and that because I made a difference in their life, that it all boils down to two things. One, everyone has a boss. For 47 years, my boss has been my wife, Juanita Franklin. I can't tell you how many times I've gone home frustrated with the stuff, either reading the council packet, dealing with community issues, not being appreciated by the residents, and then I would go to my wife, and she was there for me and exhorted me to be able to withstand this 17 plus years. Thank you very much. I also want to reach out that behind every good man is a good woman, and my wife is one, but also my council assistant, Claudette Matthews. We bonded very well. We are of the same mind, the same spirit, and when we had issues, we prayed about it. And we was able to move forward to that the constituents valued us, that if a call came to us, a text message came to us, we knew that it was important to them and had to be important to us, and we represented. So we made sure that we followed through and did that. Yes, I also have the reflection of Relay for Life. Being diagnosed with cancer years ago and now cancer-free, I relish the fact that we're dealing with another economic wolf out there, and that is the COVID-19. We've been successful in not having, we've overcome the fires in our state, we've overcome the floods that are in our states with the mudslides, and also the earthquakes. But now with COVID-19, it's nationwide, and we need to all work together as a team. And remember, a mask is simply simple to wear. Why make a big issue out of it? Keep hand sanitized lotion available. Why make a big issue out of it? As a community, we have a responsibility. And I really have to take my hat off as much as the mayor was saying the truth, which it was his leadership when he came on board in 2010 that caused the city of Inglewood to have a new beginning. And fortunately for him, the mayor knew one thing. Mayor was not a politician at that time, but he knew one thing. If I can't count to three, I can't get anywhere on the dais. And so, we bonded. Councilman Morales, myself, and the mayor was the driving force that brought the economic engine to the city of Inglewood. And because of that, today we now have mega billionaires now anchoring into our community and wanting more than wanting to come in. So I commend everyone in our community of unity, and that we continue to work together as a team. And just because I'm a resident. I can call in like you've heard them others call in before. And I do know how to get my message across. But no, I plan to enjoy my grandkids. And for those that didn't know, my wife and I own a couple of timeshares, one in Big Bear Lake and Lake Havasu Lake. And I love to go fishing. So you can count on one thing. I'm going fishing. And hopefully with my grandkids. And on that note, God bless you all, and everyone please be safe. Thank you. Thank you. To God be the glory.
Okay, we're going to adjourn the city council meeting in the name of Doretha Hawley. She was 17 years old. She is the mother of Eric Hawley, past president of the Inglewood Airport Chamber of Commerce. And so we're going to close in her name. And that meeting is adjourned. And now we're going to call to order the special meeting of December 8th, 2020. And Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Sure. A quorum is present for City Council and Housing Authority.
Okay. Callers can call in by calling 888-251-2949 or 215-861-0694. The access code for December 8th is 8481-378-pound. Now, any persons wishing to address the City Council, Housing Authority on any item on today's agenda may do so at this time. Operator, are there any callers?
There are 2 callers in the line.
Okay.
Caller, your line is unmuted. Please go ahead. Caller, please make sure your device is not set on mute. There are 2 callers in the line. Caller, please go ahead.
Gil Matthew, District 4.
Go ahead, Gil.
Hello, and congratulations, Ralph, on his retirement.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's difficult to get into the council now.
Gil, we hear you just fine.
Okay, it's a little difficult to. Oh, I'm fine. Hello, and
If you have a device on, Gil, then you're going to be delayed,
Huh?
and it's going to mess you up.
Turn your TV off.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Yeah, it's difficult to get through the internet now, to get it on Facebook. It was very difficult today getting on, and we need a little improvement, in the technology part. Anyway, do as best you can with the virtual. On item number 5, we need on the Halloween, this Halloween thing from the general funds. These are the kind of things I'm talking about in terms of saving money. Not saving money, but be able to leave those kind of things out.
Mr. Matthew, can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. It's difficult.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Mr. Matthew, we're on the special meeting. That was on the council meeting. The council meeting's over. Now, right now, we're taking comments on the special meeting, items DR3 and H2.
That's a special meeting?
Yes, that's where we are right now.
Okay, I didn't get that part of the agenda. So the regular meeting is over there?
Yes, it is, and it was a good meeting, too.
Yeah, I saw it, Some of it anyway, but it's just hard to get in through the internet on the virtual. Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Just, what are the special meetings on the retirements?
No, it's on.
But I didn't see anything as a special meeting on the agenda. I didn't see an agenda for.
Okay, but it's posted. So operator, is there another caller?
Let's move on to the next caller. Caller, your line is unmuted. Please go ahead. Caller, please go ahead. Let's move to the next caller.
All right.
Caller, your line is unmuted. Please go ahead.
Yes, good day, you all. I first and foremost would like to call in to thank you for inviting the city of Los Angeles into your office. Our number one priority here is health and safety, and also an understanding of the proposition.
I'm gonna let it go like 10 more seconds. Okay, operator, any other callers?
We have one other caller in the line.
Proposition 22, it predicts like app-based services that benefits customers and drivers in our community. If this were a special meeting, I personally am asking for the outcome. Bless, thank you.
Operator, any other callers?
We have one other caller. Caller, please go ahead.
Okay, so part of this problem is that it keeps on telling me that it's my turn to talk. It's done it on every single call, and then you can't hear me. What we're asking for is clarity on some of the documents. We don't know what the cost of the city is really going to be with the loans, how it works out. You know, we're funding and gets paid back from some other fund, and now they're asking for, I guess, more housing, or it can go to middle-income people instead of low-income people. It's just kind of interesting, and so it was really nice to get some of these documents ahead of time so we could look at them, we could vet them, and then ask intelligent questions, and also get responses back from people in the city regarding our questions about the things that are on the agenda prior to the agenda, prior to the meeting. Aid on individuals is not appropriate. You know, we have legitimate complaints. You guys continue to ignore them. We have specific questions. They're not being answered, which we need is to understand what's going on in our city and how our money is being spent. It looks like us, many of us, that it's all for big business, and we're not getting the benefits, like our streets fixed and all the other things to be done, which is what we've been paying for and assessed numerous times and not getting. And then all the changes and last-minute changes in city council are a problem because you'll table something and then you'll say, oh, okay, now we're vote on it. So we can't ever get the answers. So how can we actually have a reasonable conversation about anything? And then you guys call us ignorant and make fun of us and stuff like that. Really? That's not who I am, and it's below.
Operator, any other caller?
There are no other callers in the queue.
Okay, so we'll close public comment. Item DR3 and H2.
Staff report recommending approval of the Second Amendment to the Disposition and Development Agreement by and among the City of Inglewood, Inglewood Housing Authority, and the housing successor to the former Inglewood Redevelopment Agency, and Beach Avenue Housing, LP, a California limited partnership, providing for certain changes to that certain disposition and development agreement dated March 4th, 2020, as amended by the First Amendment 2 Disposition and Development Agreement dated August 25th, 2020.
Are we,
The first amendment collectively, the DDA and the First Amendment are referred to herein as the agreement relating to the additional project cost and financing. Certain housing and urban development requirements contained in riders to be incorporated into the DDA and is attachments as set forth in the Second Amendment, and a density bonus covenant with respect to the development of a 42-unit affordable housing rental project located at 716 through 730 West Beach Avenue, Inglewood, California, 90301.
as it pertains to the city council items 1, 2, and 3, I move approval.
Second.
Council,
Before you do that, I want to answer Ms. Kraft's question. She said she was confused as to the general fund expenditure. If you read item 2, it's authorize the mayor and city council members to advance the authority up to $33.5 million general fund reserve that will be reimbursed to the city by the redevelopment housing bond funds upon approval of funding from the Department of Finance. I wanted to answer that question.
Key word is reimbursed.
It reimbursed. So anyway, Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Council members Dodson,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
As to the.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. As to the housing authority, items 1, 2, and 3, I move approval.
Second.
Madam Clerk, for the last time.
Housing Authority members Dodson, Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Franklin,
Aye.
Chairman Buds.
Aye. And so I will be the last vote that you record. We're bonded forever. Okay, with that, we're gonna adjourn the special meeting. And, again, congratulations, Councilman Franklin. Congratulations,
Thank
Madam
you.
City Clerk. We're adjourned.
And thank you to